The sun had not fully risen when the first sound broke the quiet morning in the small village. It was the loud creaking of a rusty gate. That gate belonged to my neighbor, Mr. Brown. Everyone in the village knew him. Not because he was kind. Not because he was helpful. But because he was the greediest man anyone had ever seen. He lived in a large house painted yellow, surrounded by a tall wooden fence. Inside his compound were many things: mango trees heavy with fruit, chickens walking around, goats tied to poles, and bags of rice stacked in a small storehouse. But despite having so much, Mr. Brown never shared anything with anyone. Not even a single mango. Every morning I would greet him when I passed by his house. "Good morning, Mr. Brown," I would say politely. He would squint his eyes, hold his basket of fruits tightly, and answer in a dry voice, "Morning." Then he would quickly walk away as if someone might steal the air around him. One day my younger sister saw his mango tree full of ripe fruits. The bright yellow mangoes hung low from the branches, shining under the sunlight like golden bulbs. She whispered to me, her eyes wide with hunger, "Uche, look at those mangoes." My sister had not eaten mango in weeks. So I gathered courage and walked to Mr. Brown's gate. "Good afternoon, sir," I said gently. "Please, can you give us just 2 mangoes?" Mr. Brown's face hardened like stone. "2 mangoes," he repeated slowly. "Yes, sir. Just 2. He looked at the tree, then looked back at us as if we had asked for his entire house. "Go and tell your parents to buy mango from the market," he snapped. "But sir, leave my compound." My sister's eyes filled with tears as we walked home. That day I learned something important. A person can be rich and still be very poor inside. Months passed. The rainy season came with dark clouds that rolled across the sky like giant shadows. One afternoon the wind began to roar through the village. Trees bent, dust flew everywhere, and thunder cracked loudly. Then the rain came. It felt like the sky had broken open. Water rushed through the streets and filled the small gutters. People quickly carried their belongings inside their houses. But Mr. Brown was different. Instead of protecting himself, he ran to his storehouse. "My rice! My beans! My yams!" he shouted. He began dragging heavy bags from one place to another, trying to protect them from the rising water. But the rain grew stronger. Soon the small stream behind his house overflowed and water rushed straight into his compound. Within minutes his yard became a river. The bags of rice started floating. The goats broke their ropes and ran away. The chickens jumped onto the fence, flapping their wings wildly. Mr. Brown screamed in panic, "My food! My food!" But he could not save everything alone. From my window I saw everything happening. My mother shook her head slowly. "That man never helps anyone," she said quietly. My father looked outside at the storm and sighed. "Still, he is our neighbor." Without saying another word, my father grabbed his raincoat and ran outside. I followed him. Soon other villagers came too. Some carried sticks to guide the floating bags. Others helped chase the goats. One man climbed the mango tree to rescue the frightened chickens. Even my little sister helped gather fallen fruits from the muddy ground. Mr. Brown stood in the rain, shocked. He could not believe what he was seeing. The same people he had refused to help were now helping him. After 2 hours, the rain finally slowed down. The water began to drain away. Many of Mr. Brown's things were saved because of the villagers. He sat on a wooden chair, wet and silent. For the first time, he looked small. The next morning something strange happened. When I passed by Mr. Brown's house, his gate was open. Very wide. He was standing beside the mango tree with a basket full of fruits. When he saw me, he waved. "Good morning," he said. His voice sounded different. Softer. I walked closer carefully. Then he held out the basket. Take some mangoes, he said. I blinked in surprise. Really? He nodded. Take for your sister too. That day the village saw something they had never seen before. Mr. Brown shared food. He gave mangoes to children, eggs to old women, and even helped repair a broken roof for one of the villagers. The greedy man had changed. Later that evening my father said something wise. Greed builds walls, he said. But kindness builds bridges. Mr. Brown had built walls around his house for many years. But one storm, and a little kindness from others, had finally opened the gate. And from that day on, whenever I passed his house, I would hear him say something I had never heard before. Come and take some fruit. And this time, he meant it. The end.